Some women just have that it factor. They are warm, they are inviting, and you just want to know more about them. That describes my next two guests. Kass Martin and Emily Engemann are sisters, best friends, and business partners who share a passion for fitness. Between them both, they rack up about 1 million followers on Instagram, where they are known for their fun dance videos and their workout advice. And today we are so lucky to welcome them here to Studio 5, Kass and Emily. It's so great to meet you.
What an
so
introduction.
I know.
Listen,
I was like, who are you talking about?
putting my cards on the table, I've known you for all but 90 seconds, and I suddenly want to be your best friend. Does everyone say that?
Well, listen, I think that's the energy that you give off too. So
okay, stop it.
It's true.
This online following, I know it's grown over time, but how wild is that to know so many women are connecting with the good energy and the good vibes that you're putting out there?
I think
it's a good feeling.
It's so surprising because I honestly think that it's basically just my mom and maybe Emily that are looking at it, because like my husband and kids, they're not tuned in. So every once in a while, someone will come up to you and say, hey, I follow you, thanks for what you're doing. And it's nice to have a platform where positivity is like the name of the game. So it's been really fun.
And when did you land on fitness? When did fitness become, I know you talk about a lot of things online, but when did fitness become sort of the thing?
I don't think we had a choice to do anything else but fitness. Our mom has been doing group fitness for, she ran until there was group fitness in the 80s. She was like the queen of group fitness. So that's kind of been our thing. So it's in our blood, I think.
There's a cute picture of her.
Oh, she is the cutest little woman you'll ever see. So it's in our blood, and we just learned from a young age, like, this is a great outlet. And she was a great example of that. So
she wanted us to take over her fitness classes, and we were like, not a chance. Not a chance. Are we going to get in front of people? We are not those girls.
You're not going to get in front of people.
I did not want to speak in front of people. I didn't want to be in front of anybody.
But suddenly that's happening.
Well, what happened was she knew something that we didn't about fitness.
Yeah, that's
true. And it's really the behind the scenes of what fitness brings to you, because I actually don't love to work out.
Okay.
But I love what working out does for me. I love how it makes me feel, and I just like people in my life more, including myself, when I take care of myself first. So that's kind of like the roundabout where we grew to love fitness, because of all those extra things that you get from it.
It's sort of the end propels the start.
100%.
Yeah, you have to start with that end in mind. It's a better, smoother way to say it.
Yes.
You love fitness. You also love dancing. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
We've got video proof. Let's take a look.
Mr. Mo's on the beat. That's right. Put it down for the street. That's right. Pass that Dutch. Pass that Dutch. Come on, pass the Dutch, baby. Shake, shake, shake your stuff.
True.
And we understand the life of a busy mom, and where you feel like you are wearing so many hats you can hardly keep your head on, but where we also understand that when you take care of yourself first, you can then give more energy to the other things that you love in life.
And was dancing something you did from a young age, or did this come later?
Not really. We really didn't have the funds to be the dancers, so there was a little bit of training in there, a lot of desire probably, but I did more cheerleading. She was a little bit more into gymnastics when we were young, but it was in there. It was in there, and so, we got into Zumba, of course, and started teaching that, and it was a natural thing, but we are definitely not trained dancers, so don't be judging these movements.
I slept through soccer tryouts, and so that's why I ended up trying out for the dance team. That's a true story.
It is.
So, but dance actually has a natural side effect of making people happier, even people who say they don't like it. You put your hands in the air, and all of a sudden, like, you get different energy going through your body, and so, again, it's like you like the result maybe better than the actuality of it, but don't look too close.
Listen, I don't mean this judgmentally, but there are people who dance online for attention, and then there are people that just dance online for fun, and I feel like you can see the difference through the screen, and you guys just bring that fun spark. Like, I can tell you're just genuinely enjoying it.
Yeah, like, a lot of people ask this question, like, why do you do it? And I'm like, I really just want to get people's attention so I can actually offer them something more. And so the dancing is the fun part. It brings out the fun energy, but then once we draw them in, they can follow us, then we can give them tips and tricks on healthy, happy, thriving lifestyle, talk about parenting, talk about making yourself a priority. And so the dancing is just like an element of it. We have so much fun. Of course, it's so fun to bring the daughters and kids involved.
Okay, I want to ask about that. You're a mom of 5,
I am.
mom of 3. What do your kids think about this?
They're used to it.
They're
over. They're like, it's just mom being mom.
Oh,
yes.
completely. Yeah.
And what's fun is I mean, we actually have a lot of fun when we're doing it. We laugh at ourselves. We do not take ourselves too seriously. We don't try and do anything that's too complicated.
We give ourselves like 4 minutes to learn that dance.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like we're pushing play. It's like,
hold on.
I don't have this yet. And I'll be like, this is a miracle.
So it's not about the spit polish, put out this perfect video.
Done is better than perfect, for
You
sure.
gals know as much as I do, the world is heavy and really hard right now. And you go online and I feel like, I mean, your algorithms contribute to this problem, but the headlines are in your face so much. You're choosing to spread light, to choose levity and positivity. Why is that so important to both of you?
You know, it's interesting because we will have people ask us, like, why aren't you talking about this topic? Why aren't you weighing in on that? And I feel like called to spread positivity and joy. And that's what our podcast is about. That's what our fitness app is about. That's what our social media is about. And I do think that life is not going to shortcut you the hard trials, but with positivity, you are able to manage those hardships so much better. A mindset shift can be your most powerful tool in the society that we have right now. And so we feel like it's you got to lay that foundation of positivity first, and then you can tackle the world problems with a lot more clear mind.
And it should, because it is so heavy, we would love to think that we could be a source of smiles or happiness in that little blurt that they see us, because we know the world is going to pile it on them.
Sure.
They're not going to get it from us.
You probably won't find all like the headlines on our page, but hopefully will be that little bit of happiness and a little hope and a little positivity in their day, because the rest is coming whether they want it or not.
Yeah, amen, amen. You talked about how you'll slide in little dances here and there, and it's not a huge time commitment. I'm thinking of the woman out there. In fact, I am the woman out there who's trying to fit in fitness in a practical way. You've got some advice for her. You've got some advice for me. First, you say fitness has to be non-negotiable. Like it has to happen.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that we say, like, oh, every day we brush our teeth. Why? Because it makes us feel healthy and like we're not going to go out with a dirty mouth. So working out for us really is a non-negotiable. Don't go out with a dirty mouth, you guys.
Wipe your mouth.
Yeah,
seriously.
exactly.
But it becomes something where once you decide something, your brain finds solutions to make it happen. When you're in limbo, you're always going to have an excuse that wins over. So making that decision, and we like to have it where we grew up where if it was like not an hour and a half, you did not consider it a workout, and we're over that. We want it to be where you can get that in really without any excuses. It is that non-negotiable because of the aftermath.
And that's why we created that app, especially it was our fitness app came just kind of the aftermath of COVID, and we just realized like people need movement more than ever. They need fitness more than ever. We don't want it to be overwhelming. We don't want them to think that they have to put the hour and a half in. So we created an app that has workouts starting from 5 minutes on to 30 minutes. And so it's like, if you have 5 minutes, do that for yourself, get that movement in, you will see the benefits of that. And we just know from ourselves and our own personal experience that fitness or movement is so important to your overall health and happiness and thriving life. And that's what we're here for.
The small stuff counts. The small steps matter.
Absolutely.
Well, you are just a bright light and a positive jolt. So thank you for bringing that to Studio 5. Where can we hear more about what you do, your podcast, your app?
Yes, please do. We have a podcast, Little Bits of Awesome. It is all things how to train your brain to see the awesome in every day, to create the awesome in your life. And then we have a fitness app, and that is KassandEmily.app.
Okay.
Yep.
What happens when Kass and Emily are mad at each other?
It doesn't happen very often,
it's
truly.
Very, very rare.
Okay.
We have our different personalities that just seem to, balance
each other out pretty
I love
well.
it.
But our social media handles, you can always send us a message, and we can
Good.
give you a direct link for any of that.
All right, ebook coming too as well, so we'll celebrate that.
right.
Lovely to meet you. Thanks
Lovely to
for
meet
pulling me into your
you.
best
Our
friend
best
vibe for the
friend.
day. I feel it. I feel it.
You're awesome.
I love it.